Winning Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Never been done before. It's just kind of our thing.
Flames TV live at the Intermission, brought to you by Ram Truck, winner of Motor Trend Truck of the Year for the 3rd year in a row. Good to have Peter Loubardias back alongside as we break down a second period that once again favors the Winnipeg Jets on the scoreboard. But man, not for a lack of chances really either way when we're talking about this hockey game. It's kind of gone back and forth, but what have you seen in terms of how we got to this result?
Well, the Flames were around the net a lot in that period and had chances. Their power play has to have accounted for at least half of their shots so far in the game, and their one goal in the first period early came on the power play. But when they have turned it over and the Jets have come the other way in transition, the Flames have not had a lot of answers. They've turned some pucks over, haven't managed it very well, and here's the big story. When Paul Maurice made the swap of centers and moved Scheifele away from Stastny and Wheeler and placed him with Connor and Ehlers, the Flames really haven't had an answer for that trio.
Yeah, Scheifele's got a pair of goals, and on that note, we'll take a look at what happened here in the second period. And Ehlers, I think, 3 assists now, so that line is buzzing for Winnipeg without a doubt. But here's a look at what we saw in the second period, and you talked kind of about the odd man rushes. Well, we've seen a little bit of that here in this highlight package, and this is a nice one finished off in front with some traffic with Mark Scheifele.
Well, wide open, though, coming down the lane, as at one point Brett Ritchie was the second guy back, and look at the chase. So you chase with 2, you leave Scheifele open. Markstrom makes a great first save, but you can't leave that guy for second and third shot opportunities, or you're going to pay the price.
Got to give Ehlers some credit for that fake too into the skates, and then this is the one man rush that is just beautifully finished off.
That's silly. Yeah. That's just world class, elite level. Scheifele, one touch. Ehlers fakes the shot, slides it over, and Andrew Kopp says, "Thank you kindly."
Yeah, I got that middle drive from Kopp, and that's how you kind of finish off. You see like one of those textbook 3-on-2s. All right, before we get to those power plays, which you talked a lot about, and I guess maybe we'll see it in both, but you know, Connor Hellebuyck, as you mentioned, when you're all over in the offensive zone and you're getting looks, there is something that is stopping it, and it is Connor Hellebuyck right now.
There was a time in the second period on the radio I said he looks like he's ready for a nice warm bath. He's just so in control tonight. Look at his great position on Monahan. Here he stops Johnny Gaudreau in the first period. Look where he is. Top of the crease, no rebound, shuts down Rasmus Andersson. As the Flames have been around it. Here's his best save of the game, reaching back now in the second period on the power play. Backlund, just no extra movement, quiet, in control. Puck goes off Scheifele's skate. No worries whatsoever. Here's going to be a save off Monahan on a redirect. He's Vezina looking like tonight.
Yeah, and you know, we talk so much about the workload. I mean, Connor Hellebuyck is a busy goaltender for the Winnipeg Jets, and 28 start tonight, and you can see just you know how dialed in he is for the Winnipeg Jets and how that changes things for that group.
That pack lasted the whole intermission.
I was just going to say.
And he just made save after calm, after calm, after calm.
How about the power play? Because both units seem to be getting involved here, but I look back to that one in the second period where at that point it's a 3-1 hockey game, and you get a long and extended time in the offensive zone. But what are you seeing right now from the group and the way they're generating some of these looks?
Well, it's been an excellent night on the power play. Nate Thompson ended up breaking his stick.
Yeah.
Should have been a penalty, actually, because he played about 10 seconds, and I knew it was broken from the get-go.
So David Riddick was actually calling for that from the bench, too.
So it's a 5-on-3 for all intent and purpose, and again, move it, stay with it, retrieve it, get it to the net. Poor Sean Monahan tonight has had looks down low. He's been robbed 2 or 3 times, a couple of other opportunities. He's been in great areas, fumbled the puck, had pucks roll off his stick. interesting period in the sense that I thought they generated as much as they gave up. But the world-class players on the other side made plays.
Well, interesting you say that. Sean Monahan, 5 shots on net through 2 periods of play already, and 25 in total for the Calgary Flames. Just quickly, can you be? You can get a little bit, into a funk when you have these many chances aren't bearing. But how do you kind of stick with what you've been doing and maybe try to limit the number of odd mans the other way?
The only way comebacks like this generally happen, and they've had more than enough opportunities, is you need one early. And generally you need 2 in succession in fairly short order. Anytime somebody comes back from 3 or more, I always find that's generally the formula.
Yeah. Put a bit of doubt in the opposition early.
Early. And get 2 quick at some point.
Well said. Thanks for this.
You are welcome.
Peter Loubardias here through 40 minutes. Calgary Flames down 4-1 as we check in on the Remax 50-50 and look at that pot. That is outstanding work by Albertans supporting Snowy Strong. Of course, all the funds from the 50-50 tonight being directed toward Snowy Strong, nearing $280,000. That is outstanding stuff. Would love to see that climb a little higher. We've got about an hour left before the pot closes. CalgaryFlames.com/50-50. Let's make that the biggest. Well, it already is one of the bigger pots of the season, but let's make it the biggest as we approach the third period. All right, Calgary Flames trailing. Some work to do here in the third. We'll see if they can come back against the Winnipeg Jets as they round out this 3-game mini-series.
We call it the Ram 1500 Limited. But truth be told, there's nothing limited about it. Ram 1500, winner, J.D. Power Award for Best Driver Appeal.